living in a multi-million-dollar penthouse with a beautiful rooftop is great. But do you know what's not great? Working from home. These are 10 things that I could never, ever live without in my office. Thing number 1 that I could never live without is my big ass monitor. Because I've tried all of the ultra wide monitors, LG, I even tried the Apple monitor. This one is the best. Because just look at it. I have the best channel in the world pulled up here. And you can do like 10 things at the same time. So this is really a productivity booster that I need and that I can recommend to each and every one of you. Every office needs their coffee breaks. This coffee machine is good, and I think everyone needs a coffee machine in a working, functioning office. But I personally rely on this monkey killer of a coffee, and it's cold brew coffee from Starbucks. Because everyone that tried this knows that they must stretch it with some sort of amphetamine. Because whenever you drink this, you feel like someone put a rocket up your ass. So that's why I drink multiple cups of these every single day. All my American fellas will know this good stuff as Zins. Us Europeans consider it to be Velos. But I went through a phase of growth. I no longer consume these bad boys that have a total of, let me check, 15. No. 18 milligrams of nicotine. I respect my cells, like you just saw, so I resorted to these cute, sushi-looking, tiny, petite, mellow, mini-format spiffy spearmint Velo pouches that only have a total of 4 milligrams of nicotine. So this is what I take, and this is a sad story actually, because I felt so buzzed up from all the snooze and nicotine I was taking that I decided to take a break, and I had to change. So now I only take these cute spiffy spearmints whenever I'm working. So this is how I get the benefits of nicotine, because I do believe that nicotine has productivity benefits if you take spiffy spearmints instead of the big pillows of nicotine pouches that literally have as much nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. So I think this is better, and I use these while working in my beautiful office. This here is my conference room. And here's my coach.
Hello, friends.
Whoever watches my YouTube videos might know him from the videos from the camp. But the next gadget is a whiteboard. This whiteboard primarily is for to-do lists, but I don't really use the whiteboard for to-do lists. Of course, it's great in meetings. You can use it to brainstorm, etc. But I put prioritized to-do lists on this when I have meetings. My normal daily to-do lists, I do somewhere else. At the end of the day, prioritizing things, having a structure is very important. That's why you need to-do lists, because working without a to-do list is like driving a car without gasoline, which obviously will not work. So that's why you need to do to-do lists in whatever form that works for you. Next up on the list is a calendar. Obviously, I don't only use this one, but I consider myself a manual, hardworking man. So how can I be a CEO in a CEO office without a CEO manual calendar? I don't know any billionaire CEO that doesn't have a manual calendar where I can sit down and write down the amazing trips I have to go on. So this is an essential for being productive, which you need 100%. On your desk, behind your desk, under your desk, over your desk, wherever you put it, you need it. Another thing that you hustlers definitely need in your office is a pool with an aquarium, a sauna, and one thing that you definitely cannot miss is a squash court. Because how on earth do you want to have productive breaks or meetings if you can't include a little game of squash? Fun fact, I never played squash here, but it's cool to do what I just did, talk about it. Next up on the list is my favorite Italian restaurant. I'm not gonna tell you the name, I'm gatekeeping. It's 3 p.m. now, and the cool thing is that this place is literally 30 meters of walking away from the office. So I come here every single day, have my beef tartare, burrata, and beautiful sourdough bread. This is what I do every day, and that's an essential of the office that I cannot miss. And I come here for lunch every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. The cells in my body go through a tremendous amount of damage every single day. With all the sins I'm ripping, the cold brews I'm sipping, they go through a lot of pain. And I believe that my cells have the fair right to always be hydrated. That's why I drink a shit ton of fresh, young coconut water, which is filled with tons of natural electrolytes, which my cells gladly appreciate because they go to war every single day. So I believe in coconut water. In order for my cells to be hydrated, I do not have the ability to open this because I still am a tech CEO, so I don't need to be strong. But yeah, I do like coconut water. So I'm the CEO, and luckily my friend, who is a professional boxer, has gigantic hands with even more gigantic knuckles. So he opened this in the blink of a second. So I can show you how I drink my coconut water. Next up on the list is my dear assistant. Can you say hi, please? Besides my dear assistant, I have 2 paintings where the artist was most definitely on all forms of substances that money can buy. And having an assistant next to these amazing paintings is great, because my assistant is like a second brain to me. She's basically everything that I hate about myself in person, the annoying, follow-upping, reminding part of me, 10x. So it's really, really good to be effective, to have someone that constantly follows you up, annoys you, forces you to get things done, and reminds you of things. So it's very, very, very good. So now, we're not in the office anymore, but an office essential that I need is a little bit of green space, because I like to go on walks. As you can see, my office mode is over. Buttons are buttoned down, the sleeves are rolled up, so I'm ready to take a walk. And I really like to take a couple of 5 or 10 minute walks every single day. Even Nietzsche said this, that no good thought in the history of mankind happened when you're in some walls. So get out, go for walks, get your natural vitamin D, and feel good.